Hey, what's up, everyone?
What's up, everybody?
Team Red. And FreedomToons dropped something new, and it's a subject that I absolutely love, so I was compelled to react to this because I'm a fucking meme lord. I have a PhD in memeology, and so I'm going to check this out. I have tenure in memeology, god damn it, at the University of Filthy Frank. All right, Caitlin, throw it up.
Okie dokie. Okay.
All right, everyone.
Oh, my.
I tried to fix left-wing memes. Number 4.
Oh.
From FreedomToons.
Okay.
Here we go!
They're beyond repair, darling.
Oh, they really are.
You're not going to believe this, but even after my last 3 master classes in fixing memes, the left still cannot. The left still is not able to meme. I will extend my services to them with a 4th video if they really want to.
Well, Seamus, here's the problem. Those people are incapable of humor.
Yes.
They're incapable of self-awareness or satire or sarcasm because they have underdeveloped brains. So they're never going to be able to meme, my friend. Just give up on that one right now.
Yes, it's been proven fact. Psychopaths have a very different brain than most people.
They'll check out freedomtoons.com because behind the paywall, we're going to have a 12-minute version of this. Time zones are crazy. In Australia, it's 9. In Rome, it's 1. In America, it's 1942. We're about to make this meme much more accurate. And in America, it's 1932, where the president is disabled and we're facing the Great Depression. Right?
He's not wrong.
Oh, damn! Shots fired! This is why I fucking love FreedomToons, bro. Just the absolute, just go throat mentality. Just is that the throat? Yes, we're going for it mentality. I'm fucking. Oh, it's great. Oh God, calling Biden. I think calling Biden disabled is honestly being a little bit generous, though. Like, look, he's basically dead, and we all know it.
Yeah.
I think they might. Frankly, I think the only thing keeping him going is his fucking hourly injection of the adrenochrome, methamphetamine, and adrenaline cocktail they give him.
Yeah.
This is literally how they think. Roe v. Wade being overturned in the midst of a formula shortage is almost comical. That literally the left-wing solution to everything is kill babies.
Literally.
Oh boy.
I got an abortion because fuck. All right, we're gonna go down this rabbit hole. I got an abortion because even though we can live comfortably, just the 4 of us, sweet apple acres can't afford another mouth to feed. Crazy how there's other options and welfare and a bunch of shit. My career was just about to take off. I didn't want to miss out on opportunities I'd worked so hard for. Oh, so you literally killed your kid because you're a selfish piece of shit. Underlying health conditions mean having a baby could endanger my life. I don't want to risk it, even if I do want a child. Okay, so there's this crazy thing called condoms. I don't feel ready to have a baby yet. It's in my future plans, but I don't want to rush anything. Okay, so you're just fucked up and again, super selfish. Having a baby just wouldn't fit into my schedule. It would be unfair to keep it only to be unable to care for it properly. Again, so you're unwilling to make a compromise on your life to handle the fucking responsibility that you as a person who engaged in sexual activity should have been ready for. Oh, crazy.
It's called contraception or abstinence.
Or abstinence. Great. Maybe don't fuck anything that moves. Yeah. Honestly, my birth control failed and I don't want a baby at all. Again, man, it's crazy how you were just completely unready to have a fucking child, even though you knew that was the likely outcome of fucking a bunch. That's just
right. Yeah. Close your legs, ladies.
Or fucking wrap it up. Birth control fails way more often than rubbers. Rubbers have, when used properly, rubbers have like a 0.01 failure rate. Like, they are incredibly effective when used properly. It's actually absurd how effective condoms are at fucking stopping pregnancy. Not to mention STDs. So it's like, well, I don't, like, your complaints are invalid as far as I'm fucking concerned.
Even though we can live comfortably, just the 4 of us, Sweet Apple Acres can't afford another mouth to feed.
What? Is this, I'm sorry, is My Little Pony universe experiencing shortages?
The fact that they overturned Roe v. Wade in the middle of an apple shortage is almost comical.
The baby you born could have...
What? Caitlin, did you get that one?
What? That it was the recycle of the previous one?
That's what I was about to say. Was he just trolling them with a recycle of the previous?
Yes. He's like, you know what? I'm not even going to acknowledge the rest of your nonsense with a response.
I'm not even going to dignify this with a response.
Like, here.
Cured cancer. The gay kid you bullied into suicide could have cured cancer? Oh my. The 14-year-old dead after a school shooting could have cured cancer? Hold on. Am I being accused of shooting the school up too? What do you mean?
Could have cured cancer. The baby you traumatized by putting it in a cage could have cured cancer. They had a heartbeat too. Okay, who built the cages? Who built the cages? Oh, that's right. Oh, what was that? Well, it was the Obama administration. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The gay kid bullied into suicide. When was the last time a gay kid killed himself because of bullying? A serious question. What's the actual prevalence of that in society today? Serious question. No slant to that at all. I genuinely want to know. I'll bet you it's not that common anymore. The 14-year-old dead after a school shooting could have cured cancer. Crazy how Democrats are opposing Ted Cruz's bill in the Senate right now that would actually take meaningful steps to make schools more secure. Crazy how you actually don't give a fuck about that. The baby you've traumatized by, and then, I already handled that one.
Yeah.
Fucking hate. Like, these people have absolutely no intellectual integrity whatsoever.
The baby I put in a cage could have cured cancer. Like, he was going to. He's like, well, now I don't want to anymore. Oh, or it was like he was going to do it that day. That's what he was going to do that day before I put him in the cage. Look, man, it was cage time. I'm sorry. For life to bully a gay kid to put a baby in a cage pipeline. It's like a big giant water slide. Put your arms up in the air, folks. See, baby genius just like,
oh my god,
reaching his arm up.
Oh my god, it's like, yeah, and remember to cross your legs, or else you'll get a bad wedgie.
Or water, or a water enema. I read this story. This one time, this guy went down a super steep water slide, and apparently a jet of water shot up his ass.
Oh my god!
And when he stood up at the bottom of the slide, just a torrent of shit water came out of his ass.
Oh my god! Like,
I
see,
know.
why you cross your legs, people, when you go down water slides.
See, I don't cross my legs. I have the strength to hold my fucking feet together. My muscles on the inside of my adductors are strong enough to hold my feet together. And I don't like the feeling of having my one foot push super hard into the slide, because it's inevitable where the sections of slide are joint. There's always going to be that little ridge, and sometimes those motherfuckers hurt. So yes. I don't fucking stack my legs, because that shit just makes it hurt my feet that much more. But yeah, man, keep your fucking legs closed.
Chemistry set before his little baby brain forgets the cure for cancer to no avail. I mean, honestly, though, it seems like a stretch to blame me. I'm starting to feel like I can't do anything without stopping someone from curing cancer.
If you're cis and you won't date trans folks, you're a transphobe.
or you're just not gay. But whatever you want to call it.
Right. Just not gay. Yeah.
Or you're just gay.
Isn't that the whole point of, addressing them as cis? Which honestly, it's like, you're labeling me with something I didn't consent to, and you don't like it when people do that to you. So
Right. It's like, I don't like being called cisgender. Call me a man, because that's what I am. Just like I'm going to call you a man, because that's what you are. Now cut your fucking hair, stop taking estrogen, and grow the fuck up. Stop
masquerading as a woman because you couldn't make it as a man.
And not only that, stop trying to bully people into having sex with you. Like,
right.
That is so fucking disgusting at a fundamental. If you won't have sex with me, you're a transphobe. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, it sounds like, people that are in like narcissistic abusive relationships.
Yeah, literally. It's like, dude, how can you sit here and say that the people on the right are the ones who are like creepy, weird, hateful people and like sexual predators and shit, when you're literally trying to use cultural pressure and the weight of institutions that are supporting this cultural movement to bully people into romantic relationships with people they don't want to be with?
Right.
Like, you're literally setting humanity back thousands of years. You're disgusting at a fundamental level. And it has nothing to do with the fact that you're trans. It has everything to do with the fact that you're a terrible fucking person.
Right. What happened to, everyone should be allowed to love who they want to love.
Exactly. What happened to that? Crazy how we went from everyone should be able to love who they want to love, and a mere like 10, 15 years later, we're at, if you don't date me, you're hateful.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy how that works. What's slippery slope, you say? No, never heard of it.
Well, it's not gay for a man to have sex with a trans woman. Because she's a woman.
Wrong. They legit think saying I'm trans is the same as no homo.
Yeah.
Of course you can hook up with a chick and say no trans. It's totally straight. Of course you can hook up with a dude. You just have him dress as a chick and say no transphobe. It's totally straight.
Not sex organs, cis lesbians. I'm talking to you.
So then why don't you just have sex with trans lesbians?
Right.
Why do you want the cis lesbians so bad? It's interesting.
Right. If there's no difference, exactly. Yeah. If there's no difference between a woman and a trans woman, and if people shouldn't be reduced to their organs, then you should be totally fine with dating entirely other trans women. Why are you so determined to have access to lesbian spaces if genitalia doesn't actually matter?
Right.
Answer me that.
Yeah. It's like, could it be that you're actually a man that is into women who couldn't cut it as a man, so you pretend to be a woman?
Yep.
To try and get in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could it be that you're actually just a sexual predator?
Right.
And let me be clear. Not all trans people, just the ones who try to use the weight of their fucking cultural movement to bully you into having a relationship with them.
Right.
Specifically those ones. I mean, be perfectly clear about that.
I mean, but you don't have to look too far to realize that their entire movement was started by Alfred Kinsey and Dr. Money.
Yeah. Well, that is another very relevant point. That video is going to be coming soon. When your entire movement was founded on the ideas of a dude who literally raped kids, I don't have much faith in any of your ideas, frankly. Alfred Kinsey, Dr. John Money / Dr. I go and fuck kids. Go look them up. Yeah. Educate yourself on what the left's ideas really come from.
It's like, it's okay because we did it for science.
Right. We raped kids for science. Yeah, just like the Nazis fucking put people in gas chambers for science.
Right.
Trying to take me down. Look at this. Timcast's Tim Pool does podcast episode with homophobic Catholic Seamus Coughlin. An episode, dude. I was a co-host on that show for like 7 months. There's me. That's real life me. You guys are used to seeing me in animated form. This is who I am on the inside.
I want to say, I don't think we share a perspective here, particularly on gay marriage. I think once a society says that two men can be married and tries to redefine marriage in that way, we've already lost the plot on what gender roles are. And so we're open to any and everything happening with the relationship between men and women that doesn't really correspond to reality and what the sexes do and how they're designed to relate to one another.
That's very well put, very accurate. Nothing hateful or spiteful or evil or even rude in there. Let's see what they're saying.
Very straightforward.
What was that, Kate?
It's just very straightforward.
Yep, very straightforward, very honest, very plain. Like, this is what I believe. This is why I believe it. And like, you can. There's arguments to be made against it, but none of them are going to hold up against actual scientific evidence. Just so you people know that.
I mean, it's just like, hey, basically, to summarize, he was saying, if you pull the chocks out, the cart will roll downhill.
Yes, that is the hyper dumbed down of it. Yes.
Yeah.
When you distill it down to its Caitlin, you're starting to take pages from my book.
I try.
Oh my God.
A disagreement with something doesn't mean you are afraid of it. A phobia is a fear of not a disagreement with. Yes.
Right.
Gosh, all the comments are backing me up. Oh, I like him. Cool dude.
Wow, a straight dude in Alaska.
Guy was SCP and gave it. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. He's not homophobic. He's correct. Oh, this is not going how the poster planned, huh? If I'm homophobic, then we can talk. He's homophobic AF. Well, Jada Pinkett.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Shimcast is right. He's right. Oh my gosh, dude. This is like, I'm going to tear up. This is like at the end of Spartacus, when everyone goes, I'm Spartacus. This guy calls me out as a homophobe.
You may keep your job.
Everyone goes, I'm Spartacus. This guy.
Which one? Hang on. The society voted no, and then every state
calls me out as a homophobe.
You may keep your jobs on the condition that you denounce Seamus Coughlin as a homophobe. I'm 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 a homophobe.
Oh, man. Oh, that was a pretty badass movie.
Oh, man. I just fucking love it. I love it so much.
It's so great.
This tirade that the left is on against anyone who disagrees with them, and their constant railing against people who have perfectly reasonable, like it's like, dude, I'm advocating for a stable, normal society. Mm-hmm. You're advocating for the rapid change of everything that's ever worked throughout human history because you invented reasons that it's bad.
Yeah. Well,
you have no actual reasons why it's bad. You literally invented them out of thin air using semantic arguments and cooked up data.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to say, not to get like too terribly scriptural here, but I'm just going to say, if you look at history, and this is why history is a very important thing to study, why Rome fell.
Right.
You can look back at the precedent that was set with Rome and the reason why in, the infamous chapter in Romans where, it was talking about, men not lying with men or whatever, that word in actual translation meant boy because they started mutilating themselves and pretending to be other genders and having sexual relations with children. And it became a normalized thing.
Yep. And it led to cultural decay. That cultural decay led to institutional instability, and the country crumbled shortly thereafter. Yeah. And this is not this is historically verifiable. Go read a book on it. There's multiple people who have written books specifically on not just the fall of Rome, but multiple Mesopotamia, the Egyptians, multiple empires have run into this issue where they rose to a certain height. Their power was nearly absolute. They had no outer enemies. Cultural rot began to set in because the people were way too comfortable. They didn't have any real problems to occupy themselves with. So they got too comfortable. Ideological, psychological, and moral rot set in. Their country, their fucking society fucking implodes. It's repeated throughout history multiple times, and we are in the late stages of that here in the U.S. And again, there's books on it. Multiple PhDs of history and philosophy and sociology have all fucking talked about this. It's not a fucking conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy. I try to combine the word conspiracy and theory into one word. My brain is just full of fuck.
It's not a conspiratorial theory.
No, it is not. It is not. Any shenanigans coming out of my mouth, good sir. I speak the undiluted truth. And just because it's inconvenient for your tiny little worldview does not mean that I am reporting a falsehood to you, good sir.
Exactly. Because, like they like to say a lot, the facts do not care about your feelings. They're just there.
Oh, Ben Shapiro likes to say that, yeah. But yeah, it really is true. It really is true. And that's what left-wing memes completely fail to accept. The main thing I hate about left-wing memes is that so often they're just complete fabrications. Like they're based on stuff that's just a verifiable lie. Like I cannot tell you, just as an example, I cannot tell you how many fucking left-wing memes I've seen about the Trump saying great people on both sides thing. It's like he was talking about his political opposition, his legitimate political opposition, and the people who were there supporting the right of the monument to stay where it was. He then followed that up by saying, I condemn the neo-Nazis totally, and everyone else should. But the left-wing media just loves to run with that fucking out of context quote, because that's the only way they have an argument, is by misrepresenting actual facts and lying about data, or just cooking data up, like the back alley abortion myth. That was never a thing, by the way, and you can't find any historical data to prove that the back alley abortion was an actual fucking endemic issue. It wasn't. So look.
Yeah. It's really the only thing that you had to support evidence like that was people in Hollywood who did that sort of thing, like, Marilyn Monroe, and why her health ended up going in the shitter later in her life before she, finally killed herself. She got pregnant. She had an abortion. She got an infection.
Right. Could it be, and by the way, many people on the left believe not in God, but in some sort of cosmic karma. Could it be that so many of these people who have an abortion, having long-term reproductive issues because of it, could that be karma for murdering your child?
Well, yeah. I mean, because, things in the universe are made with things that are of greater or equal measure. And everyone who stirs the shit pot gets to lick the spoon.
Oh boy, I got a lot of licking coming my way.
Oh boy. But yeah.
Hey everyone. Thanks for listening to us rant. This is Team Adventurous. We'll be on Twitch this Saturday doing another politics stream with our buddy Mason from the UK. We're going to try not to piss him off this weekend. We'll see you there. And in the meantime, thanks for being here. Go support FreedomToons. They're fucking amazing.
They're amazing.
Seamus, if you see this, never stop, guy. Never stop, you magnificent bastard. All right. Team Adventurous out. Welcome to the adventure.
Welcome to the adventure.